funny how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video we are doing part 3 of the spring cleaning series. What we're going to focus on today is decluttering, organising and tidying out the main storage areas for linens in the house. We're going to be focusing and starting off in the kitchen, going through the main linen closet, like hot press there, going through all the towels, the bed linens, seeing if something we can let go of, declutter, and then putting everything back in a nice organised kind of system for ourselves. We're also going to be doing the linen closet storage press in the ensuite bathroom and going through there where all the towels are and going through them, and that's one area I have not touched at all yet, is the towels, and hopefully we'll be letting go of quite a few things there. I will also be moving into the box bedroom, as we have a big linen closet hot press in there where we store my bedclothes, the ones for the box bedroom, and there's a couple of towels in there as well that we want to go through. So I'm going to be going through all of that today. So hopefully it's going to be some really nice, really satisfying decluttering motivation, as well as organising and tidying. If you are new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you here. I'm absolutely delighted to have you. And if you have been on my channel before, welcome back. I'm delighted to see you again. As always, if you haven't already and you're interested in decluttering, organisation, home decor and that kind of stuff, that kind of motivation, please hit the subscribe button down below. I'd be absolutely delighted to have you as part of our community. If you enjoy the video as well, please give me a like. It really helps my channel out and it lets me know that you enjoy the content that I'm making. So without further ado, let's get some decluttering on and let's get this video started. So we're starting off here in the kitchen, going through the hot press or the linen closet, whichever you prefer. And although in this time last year we went through all this stuff, the main focus was kind of getting rid of all the double bed sheets that we'd left over from years previous when we used to have double beds in the house, and to also thin down the amount of single bed sheets and bedding we had, because as I mentioned in previous videos, that bedroom is used very rarely, so we don't need that much bedding for it. So kind of anything else spare we found we got rid of. And another task I set for myself, you can see me doing here, is going through all the pillowcases. And I wanted to make sure that each pillowcase had a matching sheet, and each set of sheets then had a matching quilt cover, because obviously when you make the bed you use kind of all of those elements. So that was the kind of thing I wanted to do, and it's also going to set it up to make it easier in the future. So you just grab a sheet which has the pillowcases with it, and then the same with the quilt cover as I've done in previous videos, because we do have an awful lot of, you know, random white or cream pillowcases that don't really match anything. So that was a task I kind of set for myself to do, to make sure we didn't have all these random extras, because trying to match up the sheets, especially like you can see the pinks there, there's all different shades, and then the white ones as well. There's some of them are like a flannelly or brushed cotton fabric, some of them are, you know, a smoother fabric, that kind of thing, and it's a nightmare and it just takes forever. So I wanted to kind of pair up everything now as I was going through everything. I really think that's going to make a huge difference for us long term. You'll see me here, you'll notice in this hot press that there's a lot of towels up there on the left. Those towels there are for the downstairs bathroom, and we kind of would go through a lot more towels in the downstairs bathroom than anywhere else, because obviously it's the main kind of bathroom that's used by anyone visiting the house. So we do have quite a few towels there. We do change them out every couple of days. There's more towels in the bathroom as well, but you can see the ones there on the far left, the navy and white towels, they're from upstairs and they've just actually gone through the laundry. So they have to go back upstairs into the bedroom storage, or should I say, sorry, the ensuite bathroom storage they're going to go into, which you are going to see later on in the video, because I go through that because that's where we store most of the towels in the house, and it's just something I don't go through regularly, and it's ensuite to my dad's room, so I don't really go into it very often, so it doesn't really bother me. But the last time I went into trying to get a towel, there was so many towels, I pulled one and half the pile came out, and it's just annoying. And then the towel I ended up pulling out was torn, so I was like, why am I keeping this? But anyway, I managed to get rid of that towel anyway, which was good. But yeah, a huge focus of today's video is going to be going through all that kind of stuff that I've avoided before: bedclothes, sheets, you know, bed linens, towels, hand towels, bath sheets, bath, you know, towels, all that kind of thing, and going through them all in this room, upstairs in the hot press in the box bedroom, and as I've already previously mentioned, the ensuite press where all the towels are kept. And I'm really, really happy with what we go through and what we get rid of in this video. And I really hope you guys will enjoy it as well. But I actually couldn't believe the amount of extra stuff we had. Like, I've decluttered this house I don't know how many times. But there's always still so much more left than I think there will be. So we're getting rid of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pillowcases. So that's 4.5 sets. And then we're getting rid of 1, 2, 3 full bed sets, including pillows. And then we're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full sheets. I'm really happy with that. We got rid of a lot of stuff today. We're obviously on Maxie. We're under very strict supervision, as you can see here. But yeah, I'm really happy with this pile we've gotten rid of, because if you put it all together, you can see it cleared out quite a bit of stuff, and that's only taken like 10 minutes. So yeah, nice declutter pile. So this here is the ensuite bathroom linen press. This press actually goes floor to ceiling. You can see there's a lot of towels. There's the hand towels. The bath towels are beside the toilet rolls there. And then on the bottom there is the bath sheets. So there is an awful lot of towels to go through. And like, as you can see by the number of towels there, you know, which is a normal amount of towels for a lot of people to have, but like there's 2 of us in the house. So there just really isn't the necessity for the level of towels we have. Even with, you know, if we'd visitors staying, we can give them all a full set of a bath sheet, a bath towel and a hand towel, each of them, and we'll still have spares. So it's just kind of crazy. If you look here on the bed, I'm literally going through each stack individually and kind of saying, right, is there any tears? Is there any damage? Is there any kind of pilling, or is there threads hanging out? Because anything like that we decided we'd let go. Or any just towels that we have we don't like that have weird seams, or, you know, that kind of thing on them. So, and then going through, because obviously it's not just my decision. Number one, I don't own any of this stuff, but also, like, I'm not the only one using them. So it was kind of important for me to go through all this stuff with my dad. And to be honest, he agreed on most of the decisions, just as I did. You'll see some stuff as well that we kept, either like if we've 2 of the towels and stuff, you'll see them on the bed there. We've matching towels, so we kept both of them. Or in some instances we've sets. Well, so as I mentioned, hand towel, bath towel and bath sheet. So they're good when we visitors and stuff over, we can give them that kind of set. It also is easier to wash when you have one set, it's all the same colour. So you'll kind of see that there, and what we're going through each individual section and making the decisions together. I was a bit starting and finishing with these pink ones. You kind of see them, you might see them go in and out a few times, because I had this feeling that I was missing the towels that I use regularly, because I like a bath sheet. That's kind of a towel that I would use quite a bit, and I couldn't understand why. Anyway, it turns out in the bedroom, the box bedroom hot air press, all my towels were in there, which is why I couldn't find any of them. But you'll see that coming up later in the video. It was actually unexpected to find towels in there initially. I thought it was just going to be the bedclothes, because I hadn't realised, or I just didn't remember that I put them in there. But I've kind of been using other towels since that I don't really like. This is me here with this towel, kind of, I'm not really sure of the seam and, you know, the weird stitching, and it's not very comfortable to use the towel, and, you know, as I was already mentioned there. But eventually I did make the decisions and I got rid of the pink ones, and which worked out well, because when I went into the other into the box bedroom to go through the hot press in there, the linen closet if you prefer, I found the rest of my towels, so I was able to get rid of even more, which was brilliant. So we're keeping 5 these, so we can have 2 in use, 2 in the wash and 1 spare. Same here, we have 4, we're keeping 6 of these, 2 in use, 2 in the wash, 2 in storage. And then this here, we're keeping these as well. These 2 are pairs, and then this goes with a set. So we have a set, we have a hand towel, a bath towel and a bath, here we are, it's the bath sheet, and we have a hand towel, this one as well. So they're sets, so we're getting rid of, which I'm really happy about, 1, 2, 3, 4 bath towels, bath sheets should I say. We're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 bath towels, and then 1, 2, 3 hand towels. So I'm really happy with that. So I think that's quite a good declutter pile and to get rid of, and we're keeping just those there. So are you happy with that? And I'll pop them back in the press. So you'll see here me returning all the towels back into the bathroom, just making sure they're all tidy and they're fitting in nicely. Probably noticed as well I did refold some of the towels just to make sure everything was equal and even and they were all folded the same direction. You'll see here I've just discovered more towels and I was not happy about it at all. So you'll notice the top navy towel there in that little stack went into the bottom part of the shelf. You'll see that later on because I knew there was a match for that. I just didn't know where it was, but I was glad to find it. And the rest of them are just like those white ones there are summer towels we use because they fit well in suitcases and they're nice and small, but they're really, really good. That blue and pink towel there are brand new and have never been used. So we're going to use them this year in the summer if we're going to the pool or the beach or whatever. And they're easy to keep separate with the crowns on them. But yeah, so these are for the summer and for the beach and stuff. So these are separate to the bath sheets. We won't use these throughout the year. Apart from obviously in the summer, so it doesn't matter if they get sandy or get chlorine or whatever on them. When we go on holidays and stuff like that. I would recommend as well keeping a separate set of towels that are for the beach or for the swimming pool with chlorine and sand and stuff. So it doesn't matter if they get damaged, but you keep them together and you know that they're the ones you take. And I just think it does make it easier. And you can see here I stored them separately and put that navy towel back with the rest of the towels. We've also just added those 2 blue towels to the declutter pile as well, just on top there. So I'm really happy with that declutter pile. And that brings to total 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bath sheets we're getting rid of. So I'm really happy with that. Hey guys, so here's the supervisor. A few bits I have to throw out still. So I need to go through my own bed sheets because you can see here I do have a lot of them. And we've also discovered some towels here, more towels here. So, and also a lot of this stuff is the stuff that came from my old house, which is why we have so many on top of what we already had. So we're gonna go through this now, make some decisions and get rid of some stuff.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me, but when there's complications you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem you become like a wall, and every time I trip it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
Okay guys, so I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bed sets and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets and pillowcase sets, and then the towels I found in here. Getting rid of that one, that one, that one, and that one. So a good few more there. This is the green sheet that's for this bed that I told you guys in the earlier previous video that I was waiting for. So that's the sheet there, and I'll put that on in a minute. But yeah, I'm really happy to get rid of it. I gotta say guys, I'm actually surprised by how difficult it was to let these go. Like some of these here are new, have only been used once or twice, and that's why I didn't want to keep them, but that's also not a reason to keep something. But then like these ones I'm like emotionally attached to, I suppose. Like that matches my curtains, and that's I have another, like my cushions match that, but like that's not a reason to keep something. And I really just don't like them anymore, so like let them go. So I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets there, which is probably even still a bit too much, and the 2 spare sheets, which I'll probably cut down again in the future, but for now it's fine. And I'm just keeping 3 towels for myself, and then there's the 2 spare bed sets for this room and the spare mattress protector for this room. So I'm really happy with how this room turned out. So that is the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below. And if you have any questions, queries, suggestions, or any comments you want to make, please leave them in the comment section down below. I do respond to all my comments, and I'm delighted to get feedback with you guys, and I really love interacting and getting to know the community better. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below and ring the bell, select all, and you'll be notified every time a video goes live on my channel. If you're someone that's been here before and you missed the last video, I did share with the community an update. I am going to be uploading more regularly throughout the week, but they will be shorter videos. It's just something that's going to work a lot better for me and mean that I can upload much more regularly, and hopefully make it so that I can still continue to create content for you guys every week. I really hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. As I mentioned already, but I'll mention again, I will be dropping links for the other parts of this series in the description box down below. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend ahead, and I will talk to y'all soon. Okay, love y'all, bye.